Mickey Mouse. Quite possibly two of the most recognizable symbols in the world. I mean, who isn't a Disney fan? Mickey is known as the world's greatest cartoon character.
But how do the famous mouse and Disney's other popular characters stack up in the world of gaming? Disney has had many games over the years, and it seems like many companies have taken a stab at Disney. Virgin, Sunsoft, Traveler's Tales, Square Enix, and of course Capcom. With so many games under the Mickey Mouse ears, it was hard to pick the greatest ones, but we did it.
I'm Handsome Tom.
And I'm Classy Man Jared.
And we're here to take you through the Magic Kingdoms for the Game Heroes Top 10 Disney Games.
Number 10.
In the Magical Quest starring Mickey, it had a little bit of everything. Side-scrolling action, nice sound and graphics, and of course the main selling point, you get to watch Mickey change clothes on the fly.
That's right, watching Mickey change was the main selling point of this game. When Pluto was kidnapped by Evil Pete, Mickey needed help, so the wizard gives you the ability to change into Magical Mickey, Firefighter Mickey, and Climbing Mickey.
With these magical powers combined, Mickey can do it all and secures his place at number 10.
Number 9.
Sweat It Up with Mickey Mouse and the Gang. DDR Disney Mix has original songs as well as remixes from your favorite Disney tunes.
While the original songs are pretty unrelated, for example, Let's Twist Again by Chubby Checker, what the hell is that? There are some okay mixes of some related tunes, and it was classic DDR fun. All in all, sweating your balls off with Mickey is a win-win.
Although not as challenging as other DDR games, and with only 20 songs, it was for kids. But the tunes can get catchy. Damn Chim Chimmery, get out of my head!
Number 8.
Let's Get Dangerous. Darkwing Duck was a freaking sweet cartoon, and Capcom made a freaking sweet NES game with a license. Everyone remembers that snarky, semi-superhero Darkwing Duck, but do you remember this gem on the NES?
It plays just like you would expect from a Capcom platformer. And by that I mean it plays exactly like Mega Man. It even runs on a tweaked version of the Mega Man 5 engine. Sure, Darkwing Duck had a few abilities that Mega Man never had, like ducking. No pun intended.
And like most Capcom games, you have full level selection from the get-go. Maybe we should take away some points for originality, but it's freaking Mega Man. Most cartoon to video game adaptations turned out to be terrible games, but Capcom delivered again with this one.
Number 7.
Oh, Mickey Mouse, what a storied past you have. Mickey Mania, the timeless adventures of Mickey, allowed players to walk through a mile in the mouse's shoes. All the way through the historic characters' classic cartoon series, which of course all began with the 1928 original Steamboat Willie, and then ends the game with Prince and the Pauper.
This game was cross-platform, but the Sega CD version was arguably the best because of enhanced graphics and sound. This very solid platform controls well, has fun graphics and design, great bosses like Willie and Big Pete, and it has the benefit of having that iconic mouse as the protagonist.
You know, fun platforming games never get old. It just feels like playing through the story of all Mickey's cartoons. It's so good, you might just forget about Disney's classic boners, like these.
Number 6.
I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. I'm working on my roar. Not only is The Lion King one of the best Disney movies, but it's also one of the best Disney movie games.
Now what makes this game as badass as the movie? Everything. Of course you're Simba, working on your roar, going through the Pride Lands, and doing shit. They actually took scenes from the movie and made decent gameplay out of them. Like this stampede sequence. Plus the sound effects and voiceovers were top notch.
This is a great game, but I'm sorry Scar, you're not good enough to get number 1.
Kill him.
Number 5.
This first-person shooter actually explains the story behind the original TRON arcade, which has a cameo in the game, and uses voice acting from some of the original cast.
cool weapons and power-ups give this PC and Xbox title a very Metroid Prime-like feel, and the upgrade system adds a few RPG elements into the mix. And of course, this wouldn't be Tron without programs, firewalls, I/O ports, overrides, and countless other computer euphemisms. They did plan for a Tron 3.0, but sadly, it was scrapped.
We have erased that program!
With disc, light cycles that everybody wants to play with, and a sniper rifle named LOL, Tron 2.0 is the perfect example of what a franchise resurrection should look like, and it plays like a dream to boot. I can't wait for the new movie, and hopefully Tron 3.0 to accompany it.
Number 4.
What a classic. Robin Williams as the genie in all kinds of action. The game had to follow suit, right? Well, first off, the graphics and sound in this game were phenomenal for the time. The level design is dynamic and creative, offering twists and turns around every corner, as well as tons of secrets and whimsical tricks.
Make no mistake, each level is chock full of action. 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 It even says so at the beginning of every level. In retrospect, this game kind of reminds me of Assassin's Creed, or should I say, Aladdin's Creed, with apples and bread instead of knives and blood.
This game also took scenes from the movie and made great gameplay out of them, like the genie level, which may be the coolest level ever. It even has the magic carpet scene with Jasmine and I Can Show You the World as the soundtrack. So call over your girlfriend and score some brownie points by playing this romantic level with that babe. And if that doesn't work, it can also help you not puke when drinking too much. Right, cameraman Joe?
I prefer if you didn't touch me.
Get
Hang
it
on.
tight.
You want to say that shit.
Definitely.
Cool tub.
He's fine. Feels good, man. Champ.
I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. A whole new world. A dazzling place we never knew. But when we're way up here, it's crystal clear.
Oh, here.
But now
I need to put 3 more marks on that.
I got-
new world.
I got this instead, though.
Number 3.
Who doesn't like Scrooge McDuck? The duck you love to hate. He's greedy as but somehow he provides a moral for the story every time.
Starting the game, you get to pogo on Scrooge's cane and use it as a death stick, smashing blocks and popping heads. This game is everyone from the original show, Huey, Dewey, Louie, Launchpad, and even Gizmo Duck, who makes a quick appearance to smash a wall down. Man, Gizmo Duck really deserves his own game. Maybe someday.
The music in this game is so good and timeless, it bumps it way up on the list. I mean, who can forget the moon thing? If this isn't a cult classic, then I don't know what is.
Number 2.
Now how the is this not number 1? Well, I guess it's so good it would be too obvious. We couldn't decide between the first or second one, so we're just gonna include the entire Kingdom Hearts series.
The epitome of what all Disney games strive to be, this game has it all. You name a Disney character or a Disney film and chances are it was in there. This action RPG has awesome customization and of course, the Keyblade. The Keyblade can take you to any world in the realm of Disney, and that's cool.
It doesn't matter if you're in one of the sissy worlds like Winnie the Pooh, or even in a manly level like Hercules. They all kick ass. And if you thought that Donald Duck and Goofy couldn't pull their load, you're sorely mistaken.
If anything, this is the only game that can make any Disney character look cool with new threads. Square Enix and Disney make the ultimate mashup. Bless you, Square and Disney. We worship these timeless classics. And we're so looking forward to playing Kingdom Hearts 3. The best cartoon-to-game adaptation ever.
You said it, a side-scrolling platformer starring Chip and Dale, and even both at the same time with co-op. You can choose whatever character is your favorite, then battle your way through many fun levels to get to the final boss, Fat Cat. Along the way, you have the whole gang backing you up, including my personal favorite, Zipper, since he's the smallest of the bunch and he gives you invincibility.
But don't forget Monterey Jack. That fat guy loves cheese. It's challenging, but not too hard, which makes it just right. The only complaint is that the boss fights were a bit too easy. The music, controls, and fun factor make this title great and stand the test of time. Yeah, this is another Capcom game and it definitely shows. Take this disappearing block level. Remind you of anything? Even the sound effect is pretty much the same.
Even if you miss seeing the cartoon, you can still enjoy it. And that's how you know it deserves to be number one. It's not varied by the show and lives up to expectations. When you think of Chip and Dale, you immediately think of the NES game first, then the theme song, and then the show.
If Chip and Dale isn't your number one, then go back and play it. Because trust us, it kicks ass.
Don't be a